Amen. What it is. This is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. You already know the Cash App, man. $ Dean by any means. Y'all know the PayPal at Dean by any means. You see that heart with the like button. You could press that at any time your heart desires. Please say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. Where do I begin? Y'all, you know the part that takes me out, and it was something that came across my feed. You got devinhaney fans, Shakur fans, Keyshawn fans, mad people calling them out. Devinhaney saying that Richardson Hitchison clout chasing, cool. Keyshawndavis fans, they tired of Andy Cruz making jokes at Keyshawn, saying it's corny, it ain't cool, and all of that. Shakur Stevenson fans, same thing. The problem I got with all three of those individuals is all three of y'all have done the same thing to Gervonta. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Y'all already know. How can y'all be so fake as fan bases? And then you'll get mad at me for pointing it out that y'all was perfectly okay when Keyshawn was saying, Tank, knock, knock. No problem with that. Matter of fact, y'all the same fan bases that told me, Dean, why Tank always getting mad when people call them out and say they using them for clout? Keyshawn, Devin, Shakur, all three of them said the same thing about other boxers. And then you know what excuse they used? They tried to say that they ain't do enough. They not on their level. But then when I told y'all that same thing about Gervonta Davis, that they didn't do enough and they not on his level, why do he have to chase them? Y'all the same fan bases that said we was making excuses. So y'all don't like when people use Keyshawn, Shakur, and Devin's name for clout and call them out and constantly call them out and make jokes. But y'all was perfectly okay with those three individuals doing that to Gervonta Davis. And then y'all wonder why I be on everybody helmet. Y'all can't even lie and say that y'all wasn't. We got the files. We kept the files. We got the receipts just in case you try to lie. What's the difference? Andy Cruz actually has a reason to call out Keyshawndavis. A valid reason. One, it's a storyline. Two, they have a history. Three, he's beat him multiple times. If that's not a reason to call somebody out, please tell me what is. And then you know what people would say? Well, Dean, Andy Cruz chose to take the IBF route and not take the WBA route. I mean, WBC and WBO route. Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawndavis did the same thing with Gervonta. Hate to break it to you. Keyshawn chose the WBO route. Shakur Stevenson chose the WBC route. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? The reason why they did that is because they didn't both want to go in the WBA and then have to, have a title eliminator against each other and they'd be forced to have to fight Gervonta Davis. Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawndavis could have got this fight with Gervonta Davis. All they had to do was take the WBA route. They could have easily done that. I don't even got a problem with that because I understand going to go get a singular belt and wanting to unify. I understand that. That's why I'm not mad at Andy Cruz. As you see, it's working out for him. As you see, it's working out for him. And none of us could have predicted that Keyshawndavis was about to miss weight and do all of those things. Andy Cruz probably wouldn't even have been number one in the WBO right now. But he is about to get a title shot with Raymond Maritala. So what he did worked. How mad could I be at him? And he got the stoppage. Now he is the mandatory for Raymond Maritala. Or they got to fight for the title. Is one of them. I don't really care right now which one it is. What I do know is that it worked out for him. It probably was the smartest move that he made. And he training with Bozy, and then Jerron Ennis and them already got a relationship with the IBF anyway. That probably also played an influence in it, but you heard it here first. Nobody else is going to tell you that. That's probably how he got the fight so quickly. Just something to think about. The part that is really bothering me is that all of y'all, for like 2 years, bro, I've been hearing, Dean, why Tank always get mad when people call him out and they just want to fight, and this person called out. Y'all was perfectly okay when Devin, Shakur, and Keyshawn was calling everybody out, calling each other out. Y'all didn't criticize them and say it was corny and y'all was tired of it. Y'all didn't criticize them and say it was corny and y'all was tired of it. Then y'all got one video. It ain't a Shakur-Stevenson channel that got one video holding Shakur accountable for calling out Gervonta Davis. It ain't one Keyshawndavis channel that held Keyshawndavis accountable for saying knock knock. Devin fans, Devin channels, I don't even have to go there now, do I? So when Andy Cruz does it, it's a problem. When Hitchison does it, it's a problem. How? They not top contenders like Devin, Shakur, and Keyshawn was? Somebody tell me what part am I missing, because all I see is flaming hypocrisy. I'm trying to look for something else to find that maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not. If anybody got a right to call somebody out, it's Andy Cruz calling out Keyshawndavis. If anybody got a right to call somebody out. Somebody that got the history with Keyshawndavis and Andy Cruz should call Keyshawndavis out. But y'all was okay with Keyshawndavis pressing Abdullah Mason? Did y'all have a video saying what Keyshawndavis did to Abdullah Mason was corny, knowing he was going to miss weight? Y'all pick and choose, bro. And I told y'all can keep trying to act like you're not biased. I see right through it. And the fact that we got history and videos of your channels, of your comments, of all of that. I know, I follow it. I look for it so I can make this video. I literally look for it. Y'all don't. Y'all never held Keyshawn accountable for calling out Gervonta Davis, or Shakur Stevenson for calling out Tank, or devinhaney, vice versa. But Devin can call out whoever, whenever, however, and it's never a problem. Y'all cheer him on. Yeah, Dev. Yeah, Shakur. Tank's scared. They ducking you. Yeah, Keyshawn. Keyshawn can't even get a fight with Tank right now if he wanted to. He lost the belt, and now he got to go to a different division. It won't even be the mandatory at that division. He got work to do at 140 just to get the belt, just because he lost the belt on his own scale. I let people talk that like to talk, because you get to see how full of ish they are. Y'all looking bad out here, man. Stop that soft stuff. Stop it. If you are perfectly okay with Keyshawndavis calling out Gervonta Davis, you should have no problem with Andy Cruz calling out Keyshawndavis. Sorry. Keyshawn don't even got the history with Gervonta that Andy has with him. Keyshawn made bad blood. They didn't have bad blood. Keyshawn made it that way. Y'all are flaming hypocrites, and y'all need to get it out your heart, and y'all get mad at people like me that keep it straight across the board. Y'all wanted Gervonta Davis to call out Keyshawndavis. Y'all wanted that. But when Gervonta said that Keyshawndavis is doing more than Shakur Stevenson fans had a problem with that. That's that man's opinion. Let y'all tell it. Keyshawn is that guy and somebody he should fight. So what difference do it make? Both of them younger than Gervonta. What does it matter at that point? I had to make this video because I'm tired of y'all being corny. I'm tired of y'all being selective. I'm tired of y'all what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. I'm tired of that. Then tell your favorite fighter to not call nobody out if he don't want to get called out. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Tell your favorite fighter to not clout chase nobody if he don't want to get clout chased. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Tell your favorite fighter not to build their career off of Gervonta Davis back but have no intentions of fighting him, but then use that same excuse and say Andy Cruz has no intentions of fighting Keyshawndavis. I know it hurts y'all soul that I'm this real. I know it hurts y'all soul. I get it. I understand it. If I was you, I'd be mad too. Fair is fair. Same way I told Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields said, man, y'all need to really stop worrying about people who make more money than y'all. And then I quoted her. Well, then you need to never mention Gervonta Davis' name again, like you have numerous times in the past. See, people like stuff one way, but 9 times out of 10, it's the other way. Most people, y'all, I want y'all to understand, are walking, flaming hypocrites in this world. I want y'all to know 95% of the people you deal with on a daily basis, they will do something to somebody that they would not like done to them. And it's proven and it's facts. Just ask Shakur, Devin, and Keyshawn fans. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Just another life lesson within good content. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Ding, by any means. And I holla at y'all, Earthmen.